Morning, folks. It is Sunday, February 24th. Want to talk about our system we have coming in on Tuesday, and let me say straight off, I'm going to get this one wrong. I was initially hoping for a more southeast track and a little bit bigger snow on the onslaught of the system, but as I'm going to show you here in a minute, and that it's just not in the cards. And thank you to Michael Clark and Maurice Chamel for pointing out why. Um, I need to point out those two have weather degrees. They're a lot smarter than I. I do not have a degree, so I'm gonna show you exactly what's gonna happen here. Let's go forward. This is the GFS model. Let's go forward. Here comes our storm down there. It's 1,000 millibar lows forming in Texas. As you can see, it's starting to move up from Texas. Now I'm gonna stop it right here at hour 48 and show you what's going on. See this warmer air right here? This is all thanks to what we call southeast ridge that's building right here. It's actually just a ridge of warm air that just sticks around. Well, we're just not on the right side of the system. And this southeast ridge, look how it's pumped. Remember, this is the general rule. The 546 is the above freezing, the 540 is the below freezing. It's a general rule. Now, for ice storms, it changes, but I don't want to get into that with you guys. As a general rule, this is what you want to look at for snow. You can see the backside. Kansas is going to get buried yet again. Missouri is going to be on the line. Iowa's going to get it again. Um, Illinois is going to be, tight. I think Chicago gets a decent snow out of this as colder air wraps in. But watch the run as it moves forward here. Let's go to 54. Let's stop right here at 54. Sorry about that. This map, sometimes you have to, it's really touchy. Hour 54, the warmer air is still here. It's still out ahead of the system, but as you can see, it's down here. We've now got a 992 millibar low that's pushing colder air out down here ahead of it. But back here, oh man, I am jealous of these people out here. They are getting bombarded by snow. Kansas, northern Missouri, and this becomes the battle line right in here. But I'm suspecting this is snow in here too. Then it starts getting tighter and iffier right here. So without looking at soundings up or above, I really can't tell who's going to get ice and who's not right on this model run right here. This is the GFS. Now let's go to the NAM. It's almost identical. Oh, this is the Euro. I'm sorry, this is not the NAM. The Euro is almost identical. See how it pushes that warm ridge out there? Let's go forward to 66. See, it starts wrapping colder air in on 66. 72. We start getting into the snow fun here. We're going to get a little bit of snow out of this, folks. It won't be on Tuesday. It's going to be on Wednesday and Thursday. Once this colder air, let's go to 72. See how we got a pretty much similarity here on 72. We've got colder air wrapping in. So the GFS and the Euro are both showing similar solutions. It's just the Euro is showing a little bit more moisture. Chicago gets a pretty good hit right here, according to the Euro, and I would go with the Euro, and I'll show you the Euro snow totals here in a minute. But for us, Tuesday, let's go back. Tuesday is going to be quite the rain event, I believe. Maybe I'll have to watch it to make sure we don't go to ice. The GFS, the last run I saw, the GFS was trying to change over some of it to freezing rain, and it was quite a bit of freezing rain, but I'll show you about what we call buffet sounding of the GFS here in a minute, and it's got a mixed bag for all of us, but all in all, I messed this one up, so I apologize. This is a tough storm to call, and if it changes in the last minute, I will come back on and say, hey, it changed again. It's basically taking the exact same track the last one last week took. It's giving us problems, and a lot of us are pulling our hair out over it. I had a good feeling about this one. Well, my good feeling doesn't look like it's going to pan out for snow, because we really needed the bigger snow to move in on Tuesday. We needed to be on the west side of this storm instead of on the eastern side like we were going to be. It just got too much warm air out ahead of it to work with. So and again, it all points back to that southeast ridge that I was talking about earlier that Maurice and Michael brought up to me. So kudos to those guys for actually showing me that and letting me know. Let's go to the Euro snow totals. Let's start right here. This will be valid today. Now watch Kansas and northern Missouri. Here we go forward. Now this is our storm taking shape. Watch. See Kansas and Missouri, it's already got 12 inches down in southeastern Kansas. Okay, that would be for Tuesday, and that's why we're missing. Now watch. You can see where the track's going with this. Look at the track here. This is for Wednesday. Here's our track. Here's our low pressure track right here. And look at us right here. We're just not in the very big accumulations, folks. Just not in the cards this time. And in hour 84, Chicago gets decent snow out of this. 102, 10. This will be on Thursday. We're getting into some of the snow here. We may see 2 to 4 inches by the time Friday comes around, but you know, it's really tough to tell because this is going to be hit and miss once we get past Tuesday around here. It could set up a little bit heavier. It may not. We'll have to monitor it and watch it, and it'll be a nowcast situation. But we're going to see some kind of snow out of this. It's just not going to be these massive totals they're going to see out here yet again, jerks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Happy for these folks out here. They are in a drought. This is going to help them. We are in a severe drought out here still. So this is definitely going to help them break this drought out here. But just not going to be our storm as of right now. One other thing I want to show you. I've never shown you guys. This is called a buff kit sounding. What I look at quite often. This is off the 6Z run of the GFS. Not a very reliable run, but the GFS. Look how conflicted we are here. I mean, that orangish right there is a freezing rain, and it's depicting 0.49 inches of freezing rain, which would be a disaster if it happened. But over the whole time span, it's spitting out, in between now and Thursday, it's spitting out 4 inches of snow. And again, this is not something we go after a lot. Look at the mixed bag. 1.1 inches of total precip. 0.2, that's rain. 0.4, that's snow. 0.49, that's freezing rain. That just tells you how close we are on this system. So it's going to be really tough for me, folks. Hang with us all. So I'll put it like this. Tuesday, the onslaught begins, and it looks like it's going to be rain. If that changes, I'll come back on. I'm going to be wrong. I'll say it again. I thought Tuesday we had a better shot at snow. I really had a good feeling about this one snow-wise, but I don't think it's going to be in the cards. There's just too much warm air out front of it to work with. But if it changes, I'll come on and, let you know. That's just the way I do it. So Tuesday looks like rain to me. System will start moving in Wednesday as we finally wrap around in the colder air sector. The low looks like it's still going to try to occlude to me, but it's not going to sit around as long as I thought. And let me go back to the models and show you that. The low, see how it sits there and spins a little bit? The low moves up. I thought it was going to occlude about right here and stop. But it looks like it's going to try to move on out now. See, it becomes an elongated low. And by elongated, I mean, see the pressure starting to split out right here? It becomes more elongated than it does cut off. So, you can see we got a broad area of low pressure. But see all that green around us? All the way Wednesday through Thursday. It's not going to be major snow. It's going to be 1, 2, maybe 3 inches. So... And I got to tell you, folks, I've been looking ahead. Let's go. Look at this on Saturday. I just want to bring this up on Saturday. This is a major cold push coming down for next Saturday. And I buy this. I've warned the folks in Florida about this. This is going to be a freeze in Florida, especially down to Central Florida, maybe even further down. They could see snow flurries on the Panhandle come next weekend. And this is why, if you remember, the Climate Prediction Center posted from February 28th to March 8th below normal precip. This is the culprit, folks, right here. The only way we are going to get snow of any type, maybe we'll get some lake effect to stream off if the winds are the right direction off of Lake Michigan. You can't count on that. Usually that points straight to Fort Wayne and South Bend. But the only way we're going to get snow in this period, in my opinion, is if we get a clipper to come down. It's showing one right there. But the CPC, once again, is going to nail this. February, it's going to end below normal snow. Not going to happen. So for the folks that were harping February, need to come out and admit it, guys. You busted. So this is why I don't do long range. But let's look at the Euro. Well. The Euro has pretty much the same thing. Long range. I mean, it's not... Well, Euro actually has the trough in a little bit different spot. It doesn't really have it down in Florida, so I'm going to have to watch that, actually. See, I hadn't looked at these runs before I started this video. But the Euro, it's catching up to 160. The Euro is just slower. It's catching up at 168. See, it still has this massive trough right here. But Florida's a little bit warmer on the Euro, so I'll have to watch that. But I'm gonna tell you something, folks. Our snow chances, in my opinion, from February 28th to March 8th, I don't see it. And after March 8th, I don't know. I don't go past March 8th. That's too much. That's too far long range for me. But I'm telling you, we're starting to lose time here. So look at that big ridge out here starting to build. That warm air. Guess where that's going to go? Straight east. Has nowhere else to go. So it's not a forecast for snow, but I'm telling you, I'm becoming deeply concerned now. I told you guys earlier that this week and part of next week, we really needed to cash in on the snow, and I'm going to hold true to that statement. I'm becoming deeply concerned. We are winding down the snow chances. So we may get one more big storm in March, but I was really counting on this week, this storm coming in Tuesday to deliver for us, and it's not going to deliver a big one for us. So till next time, I'll stop my blabbing. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If I see anything change about Tuesday, I will come on here immediately and let you guys know. Thank you for watching.